Everyone, welcome back, guys. In this lesson we are going to talk about images. Okay, so I think this is lesson 8 and we are going to be talking about images. Okay, so introduction to images for web page. Okay, introduction to images for web pages. So what are images when it comes to web page? Okay, when it comes to web design, what are images? So images are very important to improve the appearance as well as to depict many complex concepts in simple way on your web page. So images makes your web page look good. Okay, so basically with images, your web page is going to look great. It's going to look better. Okay, so that's the essence of using images on your web page. So how are we going to use the image? Okay, before talking about how we are going to use the image, I'll first show you the image syntax, how it looks like. Don't forget, we in HTML, we mostly discuss about tags and elements. Okay, so what you are going to use when it comes to image is called image tag. Okay, so you are going to write your image tag by saying open tag image, then source as the attribute. Then you give it the path of the source for the attribute value. Okay, then you have this as an alternative text, which is the what's it called? It is called the alternative text, which is the attribute. Okay, so that is how an image syntax looks like. Okay, so that is how an image syntax looks like. Okay, so let's quickly move on to saying adding image or images to web page. So how do we add image or images to web page? Okay, let me show you this, how you add images to web page. To add images to a web page, you start with the image tag, just like you did or just like I showed you for the image tag. You know, you start with the image tag, the source, and the alternative text. Okay, so this time around, it's still the same process. You are going to add images to a web page by starting with the image tag, the source attribute, and the alternative attribute. Okay, so that's how to add images to web page. So let me quickly show you this image, how it looks like. So after doing the image source, then the alternative text as in man in text. Okay, so this is what I have. Okay, let me show you. Okay, you can see the image over here. So if you scroll down like this or scroll to the right, I mean, you would see the image right there. The image is pretty big, it's very big. So you can see that the image is all over or is everywhere. You understand that? So if I should maximize this for you, it's still going to look big. Okay, so there's no essence of me maximizing this browser for you. Okay, so let's quickly move on to the next one, which is resizing an image. Okay, so how do you resize an image? Okay, now that we have a very big image in our previous topic, so we are going to talk about how we are going to resize the image now. Okay, so to resize an image, you will add the width and height attributes, which comes in pixels by default. Okay, so let me show you this in browser, how it looks like. After resizing this image, look at this first. You can see image source as the source as the path to the image file. Okay, so don't forget, if you want to add an image, you are going to actually go to the image part. Let me show you this. Okay, you can see this is the image. Okay, so this is the part. Okay, let me show you. So this is the image right here. It's loading. You can see the image right here. I've already included this image inside this image. I've already image folder. I've already included this image inside this image folder. Okay, how did I do that? You can just copy the image and locate the folder like this and paste. Okay, so I have nothing here to paste. That is why this paste is not enabled. Okay, so I've pasted this. Okay, so after pasting this, I can now go to my resizing and image folder and locate the path like this. Okay, let me show you. Okay, like this. Slash image slash. Then you choose the image that you want to show or you want to link to. Okay, so this is the image part. The source is the image part. So after doing this, you can see I now said alternative text man in tech. Okay, so the weight of the image is 800. So this 800 is automatically means 800 pixels. By default, image elements uses pixels. You understand that? Okay, so if you add not, if you don't add any dimension to the in front of this 800, any measurement in front of this 800, it is going to come by default in pixels. Okay, so we have 800 by 500 pixels. So let me show you this, how it looks like in the browser. Save and show you this in the browser. Okay, you can see that it looks better now. Okay, so we have weight of 800 and 5 or height of 500 pixels. Okay, so I can actually change this to weight of let's say 300 and height of 0. Okay, let me see and refresh. How does that look like? Height of 100. Let me refresh. Okay, you can see that. Okay, we have height of 100. So I don't think this height is enough. I can just say height of 300 and save and refresh. Okay, it's too much. Height of 150. And you can see, and you can play with it like that. And if you actually want the image to be of the same size with your browser weight, you can actually do 100 percent like this. Okay, then you can take off this height, for example, and save and refresh. You can see it looks pretty good this way. It looks fine this way. Okay, so that's the essence of using image resize. What you actually have to learn with image resizing is the weight, height and weight attributes, the height and weight attributes. Okay, so that is that about resizing an image. So let's quickly move forward to alternative text. Okay, so what is alternative text? You would notice that we add all these alternative text in our previous, this alternative text attribute. Look at it here. We have it in our previous lessons, like in our previous topics. The one I'm still talking about lesson 8 though. So like we had it in our adding image, we had it in our alternative text, we had it in our the resizing of an image and all that. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you is that this alternative text is pretty useful. It's very useful when it comes to adding image to your web page. Okay, so this alternative text, what does it do? It highlights, it makes it specifies an alternative text for an image if the image cannot be displayed. Okay, so it shows when the image cannot be displayed. Okay, so basically alternative text shows when the image cannot be displayed. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, so let's assume this part is not correct. The path to the source part is not correct to the image. Okay, so it's not correct like this. Let me show you this. Okay, let me preview this with a correct part like this. I think we should preview it first. Okay, so we have it on our browser. Okay, so let me now take off this, so you can see the image is right here, and we have alternative text, which is here, alternative text. Okay, so we are on the same file. Okay, so let me now take this off like this. Let me just take this off. Let's see and refresh. Okay, you can see that the image part is not correct. But whenever the image part is not correct, your image tag is going to show the alternative text for it to know that this is an alternative text to an image. So this is the mag in tag is the alternative text to the image. So basically, whenever the image part is not correct, or the browser is failing to show the image correctly, okay, there can be other reasons why the image might not show on your browser. Oh, okay, but whatever the image, the reasons can be, whenever the image is not showing, the alternative text is going to show. Okay, so that's the essence of an alternative text. Okay, so let's discuss about the last one, which is the image labels. Okay, so the image label over here, let me quickly preview this in the browser, just like this. Okay, you can see. So the image label is or can be achieved by using figure caption as shown below. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure if we have discussed about the figure caption, but figure caption is another way to display uh, um, your label, to display a label for the image. Okay, for your image. Okay, so this is how it looks like. Whenever you want to use the figure caption, you are going to use the figure tag. After using the figure tag, inside of the figure tag, you can now place the image and the image label, which is the figure caption. Okay, so that is how the figure caption, whenever you want to use this figure caption, you can see the image label here for the figure caption. So whenever you want to use image label, you can just use the figure caption. Okay, so that is that for the lesson 8, which is the images. Okay, I hope you enjoy this lesson. Thanks for watching this video. Send your questions and subscribe for more lessons like this.